Well, hello everyone. We are here back because we were here a second ago. But anyway, hey, happy Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, whatever. We are here to play a little Pioneer Academy Pep Club, which is our Monsterhearts limited series. Hey, why don't folks introduce themselves? Let's start with Mish first this time.
Hello, I am Misha, or Misha underscore less than 3 here on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter at MishaWeha. I'm playing Ada. She was a regular teen going to the Pioneer Academy here in Willow Bluff, but she was stabbed by Kimberly in a sacrifice move or something. She doesn't really know what all that's about, but now she's a ghost. And I think was stabbed again and is doing great. Doing just fine.
Yeah.
Let's go down to Sin.
Hey, I'm Sin, or sinful underscore potato on Twitch and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Basically all the socials except for TikTok. Yeah. I play Max, who is the werewolf. She has the origin is the ancestral power. So it goes down the family line, but it skipped her mother, so her mother isn't a werewolf. But she is. Yeah.
Cool.
She's not subtle at all.
Okay.
That won't be a problem.
Right.
Especially for my character. So I'm SJ, or SJ underscore sidekick. I'm playing Ava, who is also from a supernatural family, except it's vampires. So her dad is a vampire trying to basically build his power within Willow Bluff. I am the perfect daughter, and I recently found out my friend Ada is a ghost, which is super bummer because she was totally going to be my familiar. I was grooming her, and then, yeah, now she's a ghost, and I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Yep. All right. I am 90 Tough Love, or Tough for Torvalton, or some other variety of nickname. I'm also a variety streamer on Twitch over at 98 Tough Love. You can also find me there on Twitter, and that's about it. I am playing Kim, who is just sweet and awesome and didn't try to murder a bunch of people last time, including her girlfriend, and also definitely maybe possibly murdered Ada, and then stabbed her again. So yeah, Kim has made deals with infernal powers, trying to get revenge because petty high school drama. What else do? You just make a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
And it works. Until it doesn't, because you're really bad at making deals with devils.
Did not pay attention to the texture of that particular deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. And also she doesn't have any powers right now. She's very distraught and sad because Mia's gone, and she's pretty sure Dark Power is pretty pissed at her, so we're doing great.
Yep. Gonna want to make a bargain real quick. Hey, I am Zero, or Zero Daylight, or Michael, or DM, GM, Keeper, Narrator, whatever the system requires. Yeah, I run games here a couple times a week, and also get to play over at some other folks' channel, like Duckmark's channel, every Wednesday, and I will be playing your narrator. So I help to move the story forward, basically. And this is a story, this is Monsterhearts, so it is a story of, it's kind of the teen experience, right? Because what teenager doesn't think that they're a monster at some point? Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? But you know what I'm talking about, right? Everyone thinks that their stuff is so special, and no one's ever been through this before. And feel really disconnected, etc. So, except that in this case, it's real because all of the characters are in fact monsters. Now, this is a world where monsters and magic exist, but the vast majority of people do not know it. And it is bad things happen when we aren't careful to ensure that the typical people. So like, don't turn into a bat at prom, right? I mean, weird stuff happens, and especially here in Willow Bluff, and people here in Willow Bluff are relatively good at ignoring some of the weird stuff because weird stuff happens all the time. But like uncontrovertible proof that one of you is a ghost or a werewolf or whatever is probably going to be a nice quick ticket to a certain company's research laboratory from which you will never leave. Cool. Yeah, other than that, Willow Bluff is a cool little town in central Minnesota with not a lot going on other than the fact that a major multinational technology conglomerate has opened an operations center here, which is completely normal. And they certainly don't create killer AIs that deal with home automation, and they don't import strange memory stones that enable people's memories to assume some sort of life and go around murdering and terrorizing. None of that stuff. It's mostly just like home furnishings. Anyway, hey, where we left off was kind of in a weird spot. Our friends had been assigned to become the inaugural Pioneer Academy. Pep Club Pioneer Academy is their school. It's a private school for very gifted kids and or rich kids. It is one of only two schools in Willow Bluff. The other is the public school, the Willow Park School. And folks are, kind of like they need to get good grades. And their English teacher, Miss Cynthia Vermillion, said, this is how I'm going to give you some extra credit. So start up a pep club. And some weird stuff happened. Like there were a couple of instances of people getting really aggro because someone had stole their stuff. But it turns out that like maybe they didn't, or there was something going on there. And then you went out to the creepy old asylum. And Ada, who is the ghost, was like, oh, let me peer into the void. Yeah, this place is full of other ghosts. And Kim and Mia were like, oh yeah, let's go over and find a quiet spot out in the woods, because something had communicated to Kim that she wanted Mia. And so Kim was probably going to stab her because that's your answer to everything.
Yeah.
Even though that's not part of your actual deal with your lower power, whatever. But the rest of the party arrives, and there is Kim in the midst of being her darker self, alone, hopeless, afraid, with no power. And Mia is nowhere to be seen. And then Kim was completely convinced that Eva and Ada were in it, had lured her and Mia out into the woods to take Mia, and that they were going to kill Kim now or something very paranoid. So Kim stabbed Ada in the chest, and now Ada is leaking ectoplasm. I don't know. And but now Kim has snapped out of it and realizes that all of that was just in her mind. Max is doing something we'll see here in a second. So that's where we pick up. What happens now? I think, Eva, you're trying to hold in Ada's ectoplasm, but it's just like literally leaking through your fingers.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, Ada, what the hell is wrong with you?
I think I got
I'm talking to you, Kimberly. You just stabbed her with a weird dagger.
What? You don't carry weird daggers with you everywhere?
And stab people? No. No, I don't, Kimberly.
Look. Something weird happened. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah, you stabbed Ada.
You guys were gonna kill me.
You're the one with the dagger. Why would you think we're out here to kill you?
Oh, you never know. You get lured out into the woods by these people you don't. Well, I guess I kind of knew Ada, but I also killed her, so she has motive. And Ava, you just intimidate me. But
You killed her.
sort of. I mean, she's still here, I think. So it didn't really work. So
You killed me.
Put it put a pin in that. Flashback. It's a couple weeks ago. It's in a closet or a basement where Ada had been lured to play 7 Minutes in Heaven. And Kim has snuck up to her in the dark and stabbed her in the chest. And you chanted a bunch and did a little impromptu ritual, feeling very full of yourself. And then a little voice pops out of thin air. What are you doing?
Oh, the sacrifice.
We need like followers.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like we promise to give you power, and then we give you power, and like you do cool stuff, and then other people are like, oh wow, Kim's super cool. I wonder how she got that way. And you go, well, there's a secret. All you have to do is sign away your soul. That's how it works, right? If we go around killing people who don't deserve to go to AG double hockey sticks, what good does that do us?
Hey, well, like, I thought...
And then you did
when I was
the whole ritual to capture her soul. Well, we can't take it.
Well, I thought that you needed soul. I guess I didn't realize that it was specific.
You didn't read the contract, did you?
I skimmed it.
Okay, so ordinarily it's okay when people don't read the contract because, trust me, the fine print is not really cool. But, as you will soon find out, but in this case, just at least ask. You can always ask and say, hey, am I supposed to go around murdering people for no reason and then trying to capture their souls?
Cool, I will do that next time. But what do I do with this?
Well, we can't have her body lying around. Look, you're covered in blood.
Like, yeah.
Just go take it and dump it in the lake or something.
Okay, yeah. I could do that.
And then next time you want to stab someone, maybe talk to us first.
Yeah, I'll do that next time.
All right. Okay, well, all praise you know who. Bye.
It's more funny because you did not talk to them before you stabbed another person.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, flash forward. Flash forward to Ada like, you killed me.
Yeah, so about that, there was a misunderstanding because I didn't... You know how we're not...
Understanding! You stabbed me!
Well, you see, the thing is, you know how we're not doing great in English and we need that extra credit?
What does that have to do with murdering your friends?
There's more. There's backstory to this story. That I'm bad at reading things and understanding what it means.
Obviously, you're bad at reading things. This is probably the most angry anyone has seen Ada.
Yeah. It look, it was a mistake, and I'm sorry. But
whatever. And I'm just gonna go float up the hill. Like, not walk, just float.
Okay, bye.
Not even trying. I love it.
Sorry? That's what you had for her? Sorry? Where the hell is Mia? Did you stab her too?
No, I didn't. I don't know where she
Why
went
do
to.
I feel like you said that in a very specific way? But I didn't stab her, but I did that. What did you do to Mia?
I mean, you know.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
We did the thing where you know.
Skip that
kiss,
part.
And then you go more, and then you go more.
Okay, I got that.
Yeah, and then I woke up and she was gone.
Okay, wait, go back. We skip something.
I don't remember.
Convenient.
I mean, because of the mesmerism that Ava put you under, you do now recall in the vaguest sense, much like the kid at the Steak and Shake with the wallet. Like, you know that she wanted Mia. She felt entitled to the thing that you valued most in that moment, but you don't know who she is. And you don't know where Mia went, but you do remember that piece. Doesn't mean you have to tell anyone, but I'm just
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know where she went, but before we came out here to do things, there was like this presence that wanted Mia. She thought that she like deserved to have her because she's like important to me. And so she took her, and now she's gone.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna look around for the body because I don't believe her.
Okay.
Just like the
You
immediate area because I don't think she could have gone far. So I'm just gonna be like,
nope.
yeah, something took her.
You look around and there is, and yeah, we've already established that you have preternatural senses as a vampire. Yeah, there's everything you would expect of two people out in the woods, kind of making out, or tussling around but like you don't see any area of disturbed earth. Like if something had come from below and snatched Mia, you don't see like drag marks. You don't see any clear evidence of another person. But
Yeah, no blood, no.
right, but also because of your senses, you know that Kim at least believes she's telling the truth.
So this misunderstanding where you stabbed Ada, is this related?
No, this was something different.
What are you? What? Why are you stabbing people? And then suddenly you've lost this person and it's not related.
I don't know what the whole thing with Mia was, but I made a deal with the devil to do stuff.
Like,
So,
like someone wanted you to kill Ada? Like,
well,
who would take out a
no.
hit on Ada? It's Ada.
Like I said, it was a misunderstanding. I thought that, I had to like sacrifice souls, but I'm actually supposed to start a cult. So if anybody wants in on that action, we're doing signups.
I'll pass.
I could use the pep club for that. Perfect.
No. Stop you right there. I need the extra credit. You're not turning the pep club into a cult.
It would still be a pep club.
Hard veto.
It would also quietly be a cult.
Nope.
I mean, cult members
Pep
do
club.
make good vampire familiars. They're already brainwashed.
Yeah, if they're like worshiping me.
Mm.
I don't care. Yeah, that's true. We'll make you a separate cult. We have divisions.
Two cults for the price of one.
Yeah,
It's not a cult. It's two.
Yeah.
What you're saying is you're trying to sacrifice people to
Not anymore.
something. Okay. Good to know. And make a cult. So the cult doesn't sacrifice people anymore?
No.
Okay, well, so here's the problem. Mia is gone. You were last seen with her. So, people are going to ask questions of where she went with this mystery disappearance. And I'm assuming when you stabbed Ada at your party, there's probably some evidence left behind. So when they are looking for Mia, and the first person they look is the person that she was last with and seen getting into a car with, they're probably going to find evidence of Ada, who is still alive, but it's still a little weird that you probably have, because I'm assuming you stabbed her with a dagger and she bled like actual blood all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. You see how this is a problem, especially for me, because I'm supposed to be creating a pep club and getting extra credit, and now you've kind of like ruined everything because this is going to complicate everything.
I mean, look, there's a simple solution, and that's that we just find Mia so she's not missing.
And how do you propose that? I see literally no sign of her.
Well, there was something in common with the other things that we saw, like back in the cafe, the guy that was screaming about his wallet.
Mm.
Similarities. So,
Yes, he did say that he gave it to her. So was this thing a her?
yes.
Okay. Wonder if the phone thing's related as well. But no, but you had the phone, so.
Well, I didn't take it from the locker. I asked for it and got it that way.
Asked for it from
The things that I made the demon.
Wait, you actually made a deal with like the real devil demon thing.
Not like
That
the
wasn't
big,
like a
the
figure
big
of speech.
one, just like one of like the underlings. But yeah, no, I wasn't kidding. My dad brought home all this weird occult junk. I don't know why, but I stole one of the books, did the summoning ritual. Didn't think it would work, and then it did. So here we are.
Okay, so you sacrificed Ada to this thing and now need to create a cult for this thing, and then some other demon weird thing took Mia. Okay, so
Yeah.
can you use like your demon against this demon? Because it's
About that.
encroaching on oh no. Okay.
Yeah, I think that me giving her up this. I don't have anything right now. But
Okay, so
I kind of owe. So until I pay that back, we're SOL.
And Ada is floating through the woods, correct?
Yeah, probably just around the perimeter of the asylum. You know, just going around.
Oh, good.
trail
So
ectoplasm.
we'll get to that in 1 second.
Yeah.
So, but since so, poof. So you know what lawn gnomes look like, right? Okay, so a little lawn gnome appears in a poof of slightly acrid brimstone smelling smoke. Only it's like an actual physical creature. Little pointy hat, slightly rumpled off to one side. Its little blue jacket is kind of stained and singed at the fringes. Hi. Also, you're not supposed to tell people. I mean, you're supposed to tell them that if they, sell their soul, they can get power, but you're not supposed to like just tell everyone everything. Hi.
Yeah, but have you bet Ava? Because she's scary.
Meh.
And I hear this and see this?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my
Hi,
God.
I'm Pietro.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Pietro. It's an old family name.
Okay. Hi, I'm... You
Oh,
don't
I
need
know.
to know my name. Oh, God.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, we know
I don't
all
like any of
about
this.
you.
Oh, no. Okay,
yes,
we can
you and your
stop
whole
there.
family.
Okay. Oh, dear. All right. So, can you help with this situation with some she-devil, I guess,
Well.
is encroaching on your territory? Doesn't that make you
I
upset?
mean, first of all, not a she-devil, we would know about that. Also, if someone wanted to make a bargain, just saying. I mean, I understand that me is very, very important.
Yeah, I'm looking at Kimberly because I don't even think I have a soul. So
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that you can bargain with.
Nope.
We can get
Kimberly,
creative.
this is your problem.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Yeah, we need to get Mia back or things are gonna get real bad.
Cool. So you're going to get Mia back and then bring her to us. Not in the stabby way.
I'm not gonna stab her.
Okay.
I don't want to
Just
stab her.
to be clear. But no, just like with influence and things like that, lead her down the dark path.
Oh yeah, I can do
And
that.
then you can be together forever.
Yeah.
I mean, in hell, but still.
Yeah, it's fine. She'll understand.
Sure she will.
Oh my god.
Well, all right. All right. Well, this is a lot more trouble than it seems to be worth. However, yes, we need you to figure out what is going on because it's not something that has anything to do with us.
Okay.
And we really don't like the idea of someone else causing a bunch of chaos and stealing people away and things like that. That's kind of more our jam. So, yeah. Go take care of that, you and your little friends.
Cool.
Not friends. Not my problem. Also, you have fun with that, Kimberly. Go finding me in some weird dark path. Just lead her down another dark path. You do you. I'm gonna go find Ada.
Sure.
Pleasure
Hey.
meeting. Oh no.
Hey, Eva.
Mhm.
Is there anything that's kind of important to you? You know, something or someone that you value above all else?
Not that you need to know about. I'm gonna go.
I'll take that as a yes. You might want to watch out then because she's going to take it. What I'm trying to say is it kind of is your problem or will be your problem if you don't take
Okay.
care of it. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
Cool.
I already lost what I want most, so I can just keep an eye on you.
Sure.
So you're stuck with me.
Sure. Alrighty then. Well, you know, get busy. Stop killing people. Thanks. Bye. Snap. Poof.
You are the worst.
I know.
We need to go find Ada first.
Yeah, let's go find Ada.
So, Ada, you are floating around the perimeter wall. Are you crossing into the grounds?
No.
Or you're just floating around the perimeter wall. An acorn thumps you on the top of the head. You hear,
I look for the sores.
You look up. It strikes you as odd because the giggling was kind of in stereo. Like there's a weird like echoey to it. You see on top of the wall 2 little blonde boys. They are dressed in slightly archaic clothing. They are somewhat transparent. But they each have like they pulled their little shirts out and they have like to make a little pouch. And then they have a stack of like rocks and acorns and things piled up, which are also somewhat transparent. And they've apparently been lobbing them at each other and things. And one of them just beamed you on the head.
I cross my arms and I look up at them. I go, what?
Why are you outside? You're not supposed to go outside.
Well, I can go where I want.
No, you can't. How did you get out? Says the other boy.
I went through the wall?
But you can't go through the wall.
Then how am I out here?
I don't know. Why didn't you tell us?
What? Listen, I don't really care right now. She says, leaking ectoplasm.
Ew, says one of them.
Ew. I turn to go the other, like, back from the way I came, and I'm all like, am I talking to ghosts? Is what I'm thinking. Processing. And turn around, I was like, wait, are you this guy that's, like, stuck there?
On top of the wall? No. We can go all over.
But not
Inside.
through the wall.
No, we can't go outside.
Are you like stuck, or did someone just tell you not to go outside?
Well, it's just the way things work. I think.
Have you tried?
Sure. One of the boys will, just like heedless of danger, just leap off the fence toward you. And then there's a shimmer and a whoosh as his form dissipates into just this kind of cloud that then back to the top of the... This is as far as we can go.
Huh. That's weird. I'm going to stick my arm through the area that the invisible wall thing.
Yeah.
Where he
just pass right through.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool. Can you teach us how to do that?
I'm kind of new at this. How long have you been here? You're dead, right? You're ghosts?
And one of them looks sad, and then the other one puts his hands over his... We don't talk about that.
Oh, sorry.
He's the younger one.
Okay. But you were here in the asylum all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Mommy and Daddy sent us here.
I take a step back.
Well, not our actual Mommy and Daddy.
Oh, okay.
Something bad happened to our actual Mommy and Daddy. And then we got some new ones. They weren't very nice. They sent us here. The one who was upset is now looking kind of... I've got a secret.
Mm-hmm.
You're real nice. You're real pretty. You want to come inside and play with us? There's ever so many places to hide.
Actually, I should probably get back to my friend.
Okay. Come back anytime.
Bye.
You turn to float away, and they're just pelted by rocks and acorns and chestnuts. And then that same stereo, and you turn back around. They're no longer on top of the wall. At about this time, Eva, you were going to look for Ada, right? You see something ghostly floating through the forest.
Okay, go towards that because I assume it's Ada.
It is.
Okay. I'll call out. Yeah, Ada, over here.
Beeline towards Ava and just be like, there were some ghosts at the asylum. They talked to me and they threw acorns at me.
Why did you go back to the asylum?
Where was I supposed to go? Your car's right over there.
Okay. Catch you up. Kimberly made a deal with a demon, tried to sacrifice you. Apparently it was a miscommunication. And he...
Communication? Oh my god.
Stay with me. She wasn't supposed to sacrifice people. She was supposed to, get followers.
Well, that's a real consolation, isn't it?
I'm with you. I'm Team Ada. Trust me. And this whole Mia thing is a different thing that's not the demons. I don't know what it is, but she's, taking important stuff from people. So now we have to stop it, or she's going to keep doing it, possibly to us next. So, yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay.
Not sure how we're going to do it. Kimberly said her dad has some weird stuff we could maybe look at. I don't plan on touching any of it, but, the other option is I call my dad, which you don't want to happen. So.
Oh, okay. We could talk to the ghosts. They seem creepy.
And we're already here. Might as well see if they've noticed something and or someone.
Okay.
I float to the other side of Ava, away from Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stay over there. Okay. You think there's ghosts that saw what happened, maybe?
Well, there was only one presence in the woods, and that disappeared when we got there, and Mia wasn't there.
Oh. So can you sense where she is?
Kinda, yeah.
I mean,
can you...
any of you theoretically can.
Leave it to the person that's done it before.
Sure.
Do you want me to try now?
That's all we got.
I mean, okay, I'll try it. Time to gaze into some abysses.
Yes, and
By the
remember, you
asylum again.
already have the drained condition, so this is going to be at a -1.
Okay.
Also, I still have Kimberly's knife, and I'm not giving it back.
Yeah,
So
that's fine. Don't give it back. I don't need the temptation.
Let's see. I rolled an 11. I'm adding dark, which cancels out with the other thing, so 11.
Ah, quite good.
Yes.
So you choose 2. Are they lucid and detailed? Do they show you what you must do? Or do you carry one forward doing it? Or do the visions cure you, removing a condition?
So choose 2 of those?
Yep.
I would probably like to cure a condition. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Probably anti-drained. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm still a bit traumatized by everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And then I guess it should show me what I should do, I guess.
All right. So, perhaps it's the proximity to the asylum and the well of spiritual energy. But when you connect to the abyss, you find it invigorating. For Kim and Eva, Ada, her physicality just like shimmers back into indistinguishable from when she was alive. The leaking ectoplasm from the wound in her chest just kind of fizzles away. Even her clothing looks to be no worse for wear. She is, for all intents and purposes, restored. And you feel, and maybe it's just practice as well, but this time you're able to feel currents in this energy. And there's a lot of currents that kind of, like a center of gravity here at the asylum. And you could feel relatively nearby similar currents around the mine. And in the distance, you can feel spots here and there, like several places on the island out of the middle of the lake. You can feel similar, like little whirlpools of energy, several spots throughout town. There is something unusual out deep in the woods in the general direction of the Syntech research facility. But it doesn't have that kind of like natural pull and eddy and current. It has this vibration, very harsh, jangly kind of feeling to your expanded senses. But you focus in on what's near you, and you have snippets. Snippets of memory from 50 years ago, 100 years ago, everywhere in between. People that you don't recognize, but people who were going about their normal daily life, reasonably happy or not, but who had a similar experience. Something that they valued most was taken from them. They all became convinced that there was some vast conspiracy against them. Several of them attacked their friends and close family members, claiming that whatever this thing was that had been taken from them, that their friend or family member was part of a conspiracy to withhold it from them. And universally, they all descended into madness and were placed here at the asylum. The person you saw hanging from the apple tree is one of them. The person who inhabits the bottom of the little pond is another. Several of those who watched from the third floor windows had similar experiences. So there are a number of spirits who had things taken from them in life that drove them mad and eventually led to their demise. Put a pin in that. Yo, Max. So first of all, tell us what Max looks like.
As the female with a very messy, unkept, like very fluffy, brownish hair, fur hair, yeah. It's just big hair. She has a choker collar that's black with like a charm thing on it that is, it was supposed to be a heart, but it's so worn out and slightly damaged that it looks more like a potato than a heart. Yeah. She's more of a tomboy in the outfit, and she likes to wear wolf ears and tail because it doesn't feel right to not have like wolf ears.
So you're real popular at school. Now,
yeah.
Do you attend the Willow Park Public School, or do you attend the Pioneer Academy for gifted and wealthy or wealthy kids?
The Pioneer Academy.
Okay. And have you gone there a while, or are you a new transfer?
Probably been there for about a year.
Okay. And what grade are you in? The rest of these folks are sophomores.
Probably also a sophomore.
Okay. So Max is in some of your classes. Excellent. But not in your AP English class. So you might have a few classes with Max. So you would know Max as the weird kid who's always wearing dog ear headband. Or like maybe like, and like, you know, dog ears on like headphones and pinning a tail to the back of their pants. So I think everyone at Pioneer Academy knows that Max exists because that's a bit unusual. And I'm sure Max gets lots and lots of positive reinforcement from all of the mean girls at school. Like, oh, I love your look. It's like, yeah, but they don't. So that's fine. Max, why do you like to run around in the woods out on the west side of town? Do you have a pet, for example?
Kinda. I mean, it's weird to have for a wolf to have a wolf pet, so they're more of my friend, but yeah.
And what is that pet like?
It is energetic, kind of silly at times, but like,
And is it a dog or something else? Is it like a chinchilla?
is is a fox.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, okay.
So utter, complete, destructive chaos, but also cute.
Yep.
In the like 1 second a day that it isn't destroying something. All right. And what is your fox's name?
Felix.
Oh, yes. So, Felix. You had taken Felix out to the woods to run and romp and play because Felix is a wild animal. FYI, foxes aren't super domesticable. Even the ones that have been bred to be domestic are like balls of destruction. So you have found that it is advantageous to bring Felix out to the woods and let Felix romp around until Felix is completely exhausted, just so he won't destroy your room. And make that sound they make. You know, what does the fox say? The fox says just like your ears bleed from the screeching and the yipping and the whatever, all the little vocalizations that they make. There have been complaints from the neighbors. So, yeah. So you were out doing that and Felix took off. And this is a fun game that you play. Felix runs away as hard as Felix can. And then it's like a fun little thing where you get to go catch Felix. And that's what's been happening. So for Kim, Ava, and Ada, something comes crashing through the woods at you.
Hiding behind Ava because she took my knife.
Right?
And Ella's going to
Everyone
hide
just
behind
stacks.
Ava, and it's just like,
I know,
oh
it's like
no.
really awkward because like, no, you go. I'll just go and stand behind a tree.
Yes. It's a little fox that comes crashing through the underbrush, just wild-eyed. And
Oh my god, does it have rabies?
it just
Yeah.
looks at you and then it starts yipping and screaming. And then it turns its head to look behind it. And then it runs and it leaps into Ava's arms and tries to burrow into Ava's jacket.
No.
Oh my god, don't let it bite you! Ew!
Nix is going to join us as just playing Felix.
The fox.
Yes. So it's like that, but with like 1,000 times more energy. So it's like trying to claw its way into like underneath your jacket.
Help. I don't like animals.
Yes, and it's like it's wormed its way around. So basically, it's kind of like down your side and around your back, and it's just sitting there shaking and pawing. But its tail is out, flipping wildly. There's another crashing through the woods as that weird girl from science class
Oh no.
appears, a little sweaty.
Is she Naruto running?
I mean, yeah, and has probably run face first into a couple of trees as a result.
Congrats, face first into the tree that Kim's hiding behind.
So that wild Hermione hair is just like full of like twigs and spider webs and leaves and things like that.
Yeah, I'm too preoccupied with this fox. Like, get it off me! Somebody grab it! Kimberly!
I don't want to touch it.
No, I can try.
Max, what are you doing here?
Oh, hi. Hi, Max.
Hi. That's mine.
Get it off me!
You should probably take it.
It's now clawing its way up the back of your jacket and trying to force its head out the back of the neck. And it's starting to choke you. And it's like right up by your ear, and it starts screaming in your ear. And like trying to ooch itself around in a circle.
I'm about to kill it. Grab it.
So we'll go over and grab Felix.
Oh yeah, you reach for Felix, and Felix immediately sees you, and then pops his head back down, and starts like trying to scramble away.
I
Hit
just
it!
grabbed
Punch
Felix
it!
from the other
Kill it!
side.
So Ada, yes, Ada, would you like to squish it? Would you like to calm it down? Would you like to just grab it? Or would you like to like attract it?
Grab it?
All right. So why don't you go ahead and hold steady for me?
Cool. What's that plus?
Plus cold.
I'm not holding very steady right now.
That is a 13.
Oh, very well.
Yes.
So you just maintain complete calm. You could ask me a question about the situation. You could remove another condition, or you could carry one forward in the scene.
Foxes really helped calm you down from that time you thought you were getting murdered. Again.
I think so. It's very distracting.
Yeah.
Cool. So you can clear the traumatized. It distracts you from the whole like memory of being murdered.
Whenever someone helps you resolve this condition, you both mark experience when I don't become traumatized. So
Cool.
I get experience.
Yeah, and so does Felix.
Good job, Felix. Way to get experience.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll give it to Max. So Max, you can have an experience because Felix is your pet, I guess. But
He's
Felix
attacking
levels
me,
up.
but
So that's awesome. So yes, you just reach out, and for whatever reason, Felix finds the cool touch of Ada's hands to be very like reassuring. And as soon as you have, because he's holding on, but as soon as you kind of painfully extract him from Ava, he just kind of nestles around and makes a little donut in your arms and just and looks at you.
I coo at him.
There's a
look at
little
this guy.
bird trill kind of noise that he makes.
oh my god, I probably have fleas now. Ada, I think
You
probably
for
has
sure have
fleas
fleas.
or rabies or something. Max, is this yours?
Yeah, we rescued him like a few months ago.
Okay, well,
What?
can you
Rescued,
rescue
kidnapped.
him from me because I'm about to kill it? Get out of here.
He's right here. He's right here. Don't worry. Oh, you don't look. He's fine. He's not harming anybody. What did you say his name was, Max?
Felix?
Oh, look at Felix. He's just sleeping.
Why is it not on a leash?
It feels weird.
Also, have you ever seen a fox on a leash?
No.
Yeah.
It's also weird that it's a pet in the first place.
No, if you put a fox on a leash, it freaks right out. And then pretty soon you're just like, this thing is everywhere.
I mean, it already is.
Yeah.
You would have a fox.
You know, it seems fine now. Why don't you just, like, let it go back to the woods?
There's things out there though. I don't know.
Bears, coyotes, bobcats.
Yeah, would you say it's like the thing you most value? It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Yeah, that'd be really bad.
And I hope nothing's tempted to to get it to come here right now and get this super valuable fox that Max really values.
Max is looking around at how Eva's looking. It's like, what are you looking at?
Okay. I just, a bit of a crick in my neck after fighting off your fox. That you really love, right? Like,
Yeah,
would you say it's the thing you value most in the world?
kind of. Yes.
I'm gonna take that as a hard yes. Yeah, so it would just crush you if you lost this, right?
Probably.
Good to know.
Cool.
Can you say that a little louder?
Yes.
Nothing.
I don't think it's working.
Nothing happens.
I don't think it's working either.
Maybe we're being too obvious.
I don't think it works like that at all.
Who knows? But yes,
Hey,
Max,
Max.
these three classmates of yours are hanging out next to or very near the walls of the old asylum. And being a little sus. What happens now?
Hey Max, so we were just out here to investigate the asylum as a place for a community volunteer project to clean it up for the new pep club we're making for school.
Don't tell her
First of
about
all, do you want to join the pep club? And
No.
second of all, do you want to come into the asylum with us to look at something really quick?
Actually, it'd probably be better if you go by yourself. If you could take a couple pictures around there.
I think we should all go into the asylum to look at something in particular, Ava.
Don't you think it's better if she goes alone, probably with her fox?
No.
We really have to
secret
go.
Messages are going like this at each other.
Maybe it's not like the idea of going into the asylum at all.
I am going to hand the fox off to Max gently.
Yeah, it immediately
then-
freaks out. But Max knows how to hold it. Just like, clamps it on one arm. And it just it wiggles and squeals for a little bit. And then eventually, realizing that it calms down. And it starts licking Max's hand because it's not like it hates Max.
I'll just go over to Ava and I'll whisper really quick, like, hey, I just had a vision. Like, some of these ghosts were affected by the same lady. We can ask them for information. But it's inside. Like at the apple tree or the pond.
Can't, ask them outside.
I'm getting the sense it doesn't work like that for these guys. I don't think they can leave the place they died.
Fine.
What are you guys whispering about?
Shut up, Kimberly.
Oh, perfect. Jeez, Kim, come on, shut up.
Okay, fine. Well, I'll go into the asylum and take pictures.
Great. What we actually came out here to do.
Yeah, sure.
We're so
Yeah, until somebody went off into the... Okay,
Anyways.
Look, here's the tree that you can climb to get in.
Yep, it's very nearby.
Cool.
I'll just follow you all after.
Got it. Yeah, Max, why don't you go first?
I like climbing trees.
Yeah, you do. And it's not hard. So this is an area where a tree has fallen against this big stone perimeter wall. So kind of like using branches and then the footholds in the collapsed part of the wall, you can get up to the top.
Fox just chilling.
I mean, not really. So it's a little bit of a... I'm going to say it's... let me know if this makes sense, Max. Max probably just picks up Felix by the scruff and then puts the scruff in her mouth.
Yep.
And then just climbs up with this fox just kind of dangling wriggling a little bit.
Why did you invite her to the pep club?
Yeah, Ada. What the hell, Ada?
We need more people. She's on the lacrosse team.
She's gonna repel
Is she a person? She's
everybody
basically a wolf.
inside.
Did you see the ears?
Listen.
Look, it's gonna be so hard to get people into the pep club now.
Yeah, if they know she's in it, they're gonna think the pep club's full of weirdos because we already got her and Kimberly.
Excuse you.
Well,
I
technically, it'll have Mia too, so it'll be great.
He's doing all the grunt work.
Max can get all the other lacrosse players in.
Except Beth. Well, maybe Bethany. Anyways.
See? And then they can all just strong arm everybody else and it'll be great.
Let's just make Max the mascot. They'd probably like that.
Right, now we're suspiciously go.
Yeah, and now it's
Right,
been
yeah,
like 5
I mean,
minutes as you guys talk about Max. And Max is like on the other side. Are you guys coming?
Like, oh no, this is like the time they bullied me into going through the asylum by myself all over again.
Yeah, right.
Max is low-key off marking her territory.
Oh, ew.
Max, no.
So yeah, the first person that climbs over is just like, "What are you doing?"
There was a spider. I was squished. I don't. I haven't been to the bathroom in a long time. There's no toilets out here, and I couldn't wait to go in there, so I
We were
just
just
ducked
in the
behind a bush.
forest.
You were in the middle of the woods. And you wait to go where there's a building? What?
Anyways, let's go take pictures of the asylum for the Pep Club community project.
I finished climbing.
Yes.
And then go, okay, let's go look at that apple tree.
Yes.
Okay, Max, why don't you go take pictures while we look at the apple tree?
Okay.
How about you go take pictures with Kimberly?
Yeah.
Or else should we take pictures at...
I don't care.
Wasn't it your idea to go to the asylum in the first place?
No, but yes.
I mean, technically, it was Mia's.
Yeah, it was Mia's, but Mia's not here, and I don't want to suss Max out, so...
Yeah, just go take pictures.
Okay.
It's not that complicated, Kimberly. And don't have a miscommunication. Actually take pictures.
Okay. Come on, Max. Let's go inside, I guess.
Maybe lock her in a room by herself with the fox and see what happens.
What?
Nothing. Okay.
So Max and Kim are going inside. Yes.
Yeah, sure. That seems like a great idea.
Yep.
And Eva and Ada are heading over to the the ancient gnarled lightning struck apple tree.
Yeah.
Ava, how would you like to just very lightly gaze into the abyss?
Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sketched out and want to see if I can see what she's seeing.
Yep.
So. Okay. Oh, what does this use?
Gazing into the abyss
I made
is
it.
dark.
Oh, I might have made it then. Oh no. Okay. I got a 6.
Ooh, wow. There are options that you have for addressing that failure, if you would like.
I ain't making any bargains.
No, I meant there's boons and
I know
stuff.
boons.
So we do have 2 minor boons if you'd like to just spend one of those to kick it up to a 7. So it's not a total failure. Or you could spend a major and re-roll, like if you have a really low die.
What's the... I go for gazing into the abyss and missing.
You just you lose everything. You don't gain anything, and you get the condition drained. I'm gonna say,
Okay.
or other bad things can happen to you.
Okay, I'll use a minor boon and just kick it up to a 7.
All right. Now you get to choose: are they confusing and alarming, the visions, or are they lucid and detailed, but they leave you drained?
We'll say confusing and alarming. I'm already paranoid.
All right. So as you approach the apple tree, and this is not your jam, seeing the other world, but you do have a connection to it, however tenuous. And so you try to, something that your father probably wouldn't super duper approve of, but whatever. He's not here. So you extend your senses and are immediately surrounded by a throng of people. And suffice it to say, the person who wound up on the branch of the apple tree didn't get there themselves. So you have this very confused, it's like there's torches, it's at night. And they're all chanting, "Thief, thief, thief. He's the thief." So it's somewhat, alarming. What's even more alarming is that as the jumbled vision plays out, several of the folks with torches kind of look at you as they're chanting, "Thief, thief."
Ada.
And then the vision ends. But it ended on a note of menace.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead people in here, as it turns out. Weird. I actually think there's a lot. Like, we know that this town's haunted, right? But I think it's, like, extra haunted. There was a lot of swirls and stuff.
Yeah, looks like people probably died, like, at the asylum, and then people were, like, killed because they thought they were the ones taking stuff. Yeah. So did you get like a weird vision just now?
No.
Cool.
You are vaguely, you are vaguely aware that there is a presence up in the tree.
Okay. Do I need to gaze into the abyss to talk to it, or is it gonna I'd say, "Hey, you"?
No, I think if you can focus your attention on it, it would be sufficient, given your closeness to the afterlife.
Yeah. Me, unironically, wow, this place is super haunted. There's like lots of ghosts and stuff.
Right. It's even more haunted now that I showed up.
I will focus my attention as who is in the tree.
Yes, it is. You can, as you focus and call out to them, you get a glimpse of a man, maybe in his 30s, stringy, greasy comb over, a very kind of straggly mustache, slender, kind of weasel faced, and he is in orderly whites. Head cocked at a very alarming angle, face a little bit puffy.
Hello, sir. Hi.
He rotates to look at you. At first, for you, Eva, it looks like Ada is just like talking to the tree. But as soon as she directly addresses, you see somewhat translucent this figure.
Like take a step back, just kind of slightly behind Ada, like, God.
So I just have a few questions about the circumstances surrounding your death.
They killed me. The inmates.
Yeah.
And I was always the nice one.
Oh yeah, I really get that feeling.
I hardly ever beat them.
Oh. Okay. So was there ever a time where like something stole something important from you or someone you knew?
I didn't do it.
Do what?
I didn't do it. They said I was a
stealing.
thief.
Oh,
And I
what was
wasn't.
stolen?
Just random things, pictures of loved ones, letters, lockets, rings, books.
Did anyone ever find the items?
No.
Okay.
I told them when they said it was me, I said, search it. Search my room, search me, and there wasn't anything there. And so the administrators said it was fine and tried to calm the inmates down, but then they all broke out that night and they dragged me here. Oh, maybe you could let me loose. I see a few of them are still around, and I'm stuck up here. I can't really get payback on them. But if you let me down, I could show them that they ought not have messed with me.
You know, this was a really enlightening chat, but I think we gotta go. Bye.
Let me down. Let me down. Let me down.
Yeah, gravity. Like,
Struggling. Kicking out at you. So you take a few steps back. Ah, jeez. I'm no good with new people. Then he just goes back to hanging there. So, Max and Kim.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
there's a big sign tacked up on the front door of the asylum. A big no trespass. This property is condemned by order of health and safety.
Yeah, that sign won't stop me because I can't read.
Clearly.
Going inside.
I mean, you're in AP English, so you can read.
I can read. I just choose
You
not
just
to.
don't.
Yeah.
You just get the first word and go, I got it.
It just said no. It's probably fine.
Probably know what it says. Totally okay.
No, I read trespassing and I was like, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Perfect.
And
So what happens? You see, kind of off behind you, you see Ava and Ada looking up at a tree for no apparent reason.
I just really like trees. Yeah.
Oh, I get that. I get that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Max, you're part of the pep club now, I guess. We're gonna start doing this thing. I'm gonna start doing this thing on weekends where we like hang out in a cool place and do some cool stuff. Do you wanna join? It's kind of like a subsidiary of the pep club, like a VIP portion.
Sure, I've never been invited anywhere. That sounds cool.
Great. Perfect. Cool. We'll get that in writing once we get out of here.
Some candles, some light chanting. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's this new like yoga thing that we're trying. And it's just super cool. Anyways, let's start taking pictures. Is there like a directory sign or anything?
Oh, well, you're outside.
Oh, right.
There's
Let's go
a
inside.
There's a big set of metal plates that have been bolted into the door frame and the door itself with a big old heavy, slightly rusty padlock.
Cool. Is there like a window we can bust in?
The windows, most of the windows in the entire edifice have been broken, but all the ones on the ground floor, at least the ones that you can see, are boarded up quite substantially. But you really have only seen the front.
Yeah.
Of the building.
Have I maybe like heard any rumors of like a way to get in?
You probably have heard from older kids. It's not an unusual thing. Like if someone joins, like the lacrosse team, like specifically the boys lacrosse team, or just regular kid shenanigans. Like you got to come out and you got to camp out here at night. You've heard rumors that there are ways in. But then again, it's always in the like, yeah, I went in and I stayed there all night and it was no big deal. You're not quite sure how like reliable those rumors are.
And I use my werewolf move, heightened senses.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is that a roll?
Yeah, when you rely on your animal instincts to make sense of a charged situation, roll with dark.
Okay.
On a 10 up, ask the MC 3 questions from below and take 1 forward. On 7 and 9, ask 1 question and take 1 forward. And the first question is, where's my best escape route or way in?
Okay, perfect. Roll it up.
So that's a 9.
Excellent.
So I'd like to ask, where's my best way in?
All right. So, Kim, as you are doing everything but reading the notice and kind of just like looking around, and you're like, no, board it up. And this is like a brick building. It's quite substantial. Max just starts sniffing around, like literally sniffing, which is a little weird. You, Max, smell food.
Like food.
Potatoes.
And it's kind of coming from off, like to the right. Like you just like the wind whips around the building and you smell food, but not like, but like actual, like cooked, prepared food, like fresh, like pancakes and or waffles and fried chicken and mashed potatoes and maybe something sweet. Like maybe someone's having a picnic, but you do smell food.
I'm gonna duck over here for a moment. I think there may be a way in over here. I don't know. I'm gonna go check. And
Okay.
then Max.
I'll go with you.
Okay. I'm going to say Max doesn't really wait, just kind of lopes off, following her nose. And Kim is probably being a little bit more cautious because, although there aren't a bunch of trees immediately around the asylum, and specifically like they were all cut back from the building itself so people couldn't hop out their window and climb down a tree to escape, there are like lots and lots of undergrowth and brambles and bushes and things like that. So it takes whereas Max does not care if her uniform gets ruined, Kim is probably being a bit more cautious. So Max just goes tromping off into the undergrowth, and you follow your nose around the corner and then towards the back. This is a big oblong, big rectangular structure, kind of a east wing, west wing situation with a big grand edifice in the center. There's a little kind of lower, only 2-story pop out on the back. And it seems like that's where this wonderful, now very delicious smell is coming from. It's like there's bacon. Do keep
Go
going.
there.
Just keep going. Okay.
Just keep going.
Cool. I would like you to hold steady, please.
Okay. It's which one is it?
Sorry, hold steady. I forget what it's called in V1, but it is plus cold.
Okay.
I think it's like keep your cool in V1. It's the same thing.
The 3.
Oh, a 3? Cool. That's not good.
Nope.
All right. So you are so intent following your nose that you are not paying attention with your eyes or with your feet. As you approach, kind of like you've reached a corner where the back of the main building meets this little pop out. And although the windows here on the first floor are boarded up, you can see through some of the gaps, and you're kind of like jumping and peering in, and you get this smell. It looks like a kitchen. It looks like a kitchen that has been abandoned for, like 100 years. But that's where that smell of fresh food is wafting from. But as you're hopping up and down, you're not noticing the thumping and creaking and cracking below you. As the cellar door that you had been hopping up and down on collapses underneath you, and you tumble into darkness. Felix gets loose, and you hear him scampering away. Kim, you hear crash, thump, 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 as you come around the corner, and Max is nowhere to be seen.
Wish I had my dagger.
So, Eva and Ada, what's going on?
Do you sense any more cooperative, helpful ghosts?
Well,
that
maybe
we
the
could
one
talk to?
that is in the fish pond.
Okay.
Go
I
over
feel
there.
like the ones that are killed for being thieves are probably not gonna really know much.
I don't think I can tell, like, that. I was at this point, I only remember 2 of them. It was one in the tree and the one in the pond. So
Well, and the little boys.
they knew about it too.
And well, you don't know. You didn't ask
They're in
them.
the asylum.
I guess I didn't ask them.
And then the thing up in the many of them that were up looking out the windows, and then the thing that was waking up in the basement. There are a lot of options. But yes, there is a presence at the bottom of this little pond.
Maybe they just fell in and drowned?
Sure. I'm not going in the asylum, so.
Oh, there's lots of them in there.
Okay, well,
There's even one in the basement.
They could stay in there, and we could stay out here. Don't know why you specifically said the basement.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's some sort of foreshadowing. So I approach the one at the pond.
Okay.
Yes. Take a look at it.
Yeah. And rising up out of the depths is a lovely young woman, long hair, now caught up with strands of algae and plant matter and little wriggling larvae and things like that. But she just kind of floats up to the surface with a very blissful look on her face and just kind of smiles at you. Are you here to give me my medication?
No, I have a question to ask.
I'm a good patient. I always take my medication.
Yes. Did anyone ever steal something from you?
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
It's okay, you can tell me.
It makes me upset.
Oh.
And when I get upset, I misbehave. Doctor says I shouldn't misbehave. So they give me the most delightful medicine.
How about you just
Can I
tell me
hear
about it?
this?
Would you like to hear it?
I'm fine just on one end of the call.
No, I mean I think you hear it
Okay.
because you're curious. Can I hear it? You
Yeah.
think what's going on, and then it sounds to you probably like a weird combination of the scurrying of insects and wind through the kind of cattails and just the lapping of the water all seems to conspire to create this voice. So maybe you don't catch absolutely every word, but it's clear that whatever Ada is hearing very clearly, you're picking up the gist of.
How about you tell me really quick, and then I'll give you, reach into purse, this Advil? That's medicine.
I like medicine.
Good. Yeah, here. Tell me about the stealing incident really quick.
Lucy. They stole Lucy from me.
Your child?
Yes.
She didn't come back?
No.
Okay.
She had the brightest button eyes. Lovely straw yellow yarn hair. I always liked putting her in fancy dresses for Sunday school. And then they stole her.
Can you talk more about they?
Well, I knew it was someone here. Then everyone said it was the orderly, so I misbehaved.
Got it, got it. Well, here's your Advil.
Throw an Advil in. Thank you. And then she'll float back down to the bottom.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Ava. They don't really know much when it was just them who was stolen from. Maybe the kids on the wall saw something.
Okay. Well, I guess we could try it. I'm not going in the asylum, so we can explore these dead ends. Ha.
So,
To kill time.
put a pin in that. Max is in the asylum. Kim.
Do I see where Max fell in?
Yeah, it's not that hard to find as you, because you can hear the echoing of a gleeful chirping and screaming and chittering as Felix runs off into the depths of the asylum.
Cool. I'm gonna take my phone out. I'm gonna turn the flashlight on and then walk down after Max.
It's a climb.
Okay.
But it actually looks like this was where coal would be delivered. So, and you can see down at the bottom, Max is like partially buried in a big pile of like dusty, like pieces of wood and plaster from the inside, and just a big pile of detritus, but the majority of which is coal. So Max is like completely covered in black dust. But there are the iron rungs, very rusty, but there are iron rungs of a ladder to lead down. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just like put the phone in my mouth and then like climb down.
yeah, and then ruin your shoes as you step onto this pile
That's
of
fine.
yeah.
That'll just get me a new pair. It's fine. Max, what happened?
So I smelled bacon
Okay.
from in there.
Anyways, what? Right. Okay, cool. So now we're in this creepy place. But I guess we can just take pictures in here. We're inside. Cool.
Yep, you're in the basement.
Yeah, great. There's nothing bad down there for sure.
Well, as you scan around with the light flashlight on your phone, it's not quite as ancient as you might have anticipated. And maybe you recall something, some story that you heard when you moved to town. This was actually in operation up through the 50s. So it has like an actual boiler, like big giant cast iron boiler for hot water and certainly for heating. There are pipes running everywhere. It's quite a large space, so there's a variety of, you're not quite sure what, but piles and stacks of things covered in canvas. Very, very dusty, dirty canvas. And as you start to move your way, you can even feel little tricklings of sand and dust filtering down from the floorboards above your head.
This place is disgusting.
And you still hear the chittering of Felix, now rather far away.
Do we have to go get your fox?
Foxes are great. They absolutely come when you call them.
So are we... Why did you bring a fox? I just don't understand.
Why wouldn't I bring a fox?
I mean, that's a better question.
Because it's a fox. It's not helpful. It's just screaming.
The distraction, I don't know.
A distraction for what? From what we're supposed to be doing?
Sure, I guess. That works.
Well, what are you doing? Currently, you're standing ankle deep in a big pile of dusty old coal, kind of surveying the area with your cell phone.
Yeah. Get out of the coal. Can I try to sense if there's stuff here?
Yeah. I'd like to have a little chat with the abyss. Don't see why not.
Sure.
That's a roll plus dark.
Ooh, that's a 12.
Ooh, excellent. Yes. It's not a vision per se, but there's a very loud thump directly above your head. You are cascaded in dust and sand and grit as the floorboards above you shake. You hear clanking and clinking. You hear sizzling, and you're immediately overcome by the smell of bacon and eggs and bread. All sorts of wonderful things.
This is not good. Max, do you smell that?
Yes, it smells really good. I like
Yeah,
it.
okay, but why does it smell really good in a creepy old abandoned asylum that is definitely haunted?
I don't know, maybe someone broke in and decided to make really good food. Maybe they knew you were coming. Mhm.
That isn't even, that's not better.
Right.
That's almost worse.
That's
We've
way
been
worse.
waiting for you. And we made
that's my
breakfast.
line. No, dang it. I'm supposed to be starting the cult. I mean, pep club. Uh, VIP club. Anyways,
Pep cult.
yeah, pep cult. We're very energetic about what we do. Uh, okay, so there's spooky stuff going on above us. So let's just take a few quick pictures down here so that Ava doesn't yell at me and then get out.
So Ava and Ada, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to locate those boys on the wall again.
Okay.
How late is it at this point?
It is probably because you guys fiddled around a lot and there was long conversation and attempted murder around the disappearance of Mia. So I'm going to say it's probably like 6 p.m., 6:30. The shadows are starting to get a little bit long, but you have a couple of hours of light left because it's almost summer.
I might just send a quick text to my dad so he's not like, "Where are you?" Just be like, "Hey, working on a school project, extra
you
credit."
go to do that, and then on the phone, because you had it silenced, on the phone are two texts. Where are you?
It's like working on an extra credit project for school.
He leaves you on red.
Cool. So, gonna go talk to the creepy kids.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a little rude to call them creepy just because they're ghosts.
Oh, sorry. I'll try to be more tolerant and considerate.
I mean,
I forgot that you're also a ghost.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, they did seem less creepy than the other two people we talked to. When we get near to where I think they are, if I see them, I do want to see if I can scoop up a small rock and throw it at them. Because they hit me with an acorn.
Sure. And perhaps that's how you find them.
Maybe I'm just like, what the hell?
So you probably start throwing it into bushes and corners and things like that. And eventually you hear a little like, yeet. And then laughter. And then these two little boys with identical straight blonde bowl cuts, holding hands, kind of apparate out of the shadows. Haha, you found us. We like to play hide and seek.
Oh, yeah.
You want to play with us?
Maybe later. So a lot of people here seem to have had stuff that was very important to them stolen. Have you ever heard of a thing like that before?
Yes.
Cool, you want to talk about it?
No.
Why not?
You remind us of our sister.
Oh.
She always had questions. Why were you out in the woods? Where's our cat? Why are Mom and Dad sick?
Okay.
Would you like to be our sister?
No, definitely not.
But you can stay and play with us. We like to play games.
All right, how about you two go hide and then I'll go find you?
All right.
Okay.
And then they skip off together.
All right, Ava, we gotta go.
Right through the wall of the asylum.
All right, Ava, you were right. I'm sorry, and we have to go. I pull out my phone and try to text the group to say let's leave now.
Yeah, you are quite due to your success of tuning yourself to the abyss. You are very in control of your physical manifestation, so it's no problem.
Cool. Text in the group chat.
Yes. So, Kim, your phone beeps. There's a very loud clatter from above your head, and then you hear very heavy stomping footprints, footfalls, kind of moving away from you, and then you hear the creak of a door.
It's time to go. Max, go. We're leaving. Oh, fox. We'll get your fox later. We need to leave.
He's probably fine.
I
He's
mean,
getting cooked into bacon right now. So he's
Valued
fine.
most.
lost in a haunted asylum is probably better than locked up in Max's room. Facts.
Probably.
So you attempt to escape. All right, cool. I would like you both to hold steady, please.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. This is going to be a runaway.
Oh.
So it is roll with volatile as opposed to cold.
Oh. I got a 7.
Okay, cool.
Got a 12.
All right. Well, Max just drops to all fours and then clambers up, and then it's just like gone. So you're like, gotta get out of here. You're like, oh, the fox. And Max like, Felix will be fine. And then whoop, is gone. Kim does not have that kind of physical grace, apparently. So that does mean that you are going to get away. But would you like to cause a big scene? Run directly into something worse? Or the scariest person there gets a string on you?
I'll just cause a scene. That
Are you
seems like what Kim would.
sure?
I think it's what Kim would do. She's freaking out. This has been a really bad day. She's just screaming.
All right. So, you start to back away as these heavy footfalls come down the steps, and you can start to see off in the distance, like as you flash your phone, someone is coming down the steps. Someone in a dress with like really, really thick calves and uncomfortable looking patent leather shoes is making their way down the steps, and you hear a very kind of deep woman's voice. Matilda, is that you, girl? I told you not to fool around in the basement or else it would be your hide. Come on out, girl. You know you can't hide from me. Stomp, stomp, stomp. It is probably about the largest woman you've ever seen. She's heavy. She's well over 6 feet tall. She has, she was probably chopping strawberries or something, but she has a very, very large knife in one hand that appears to be stained red, surely with juice. It is clear that she wears a wig because it is askew, and you can see underneath it these like fine tendrils of white hair underneath this bright red, tightly curled wig. She's covered in, well, you know, flour and various other kind of stuff, and there's a lot of like red, like maybe she was making strawberry jelly or something.
Yeah.
I see you, girl. And she begins to thump, do a fast run towards you.
Nope.
with the knife. So I think Kim probably just starts screaming at the top of her lungs.
Yeah, she's just screaming.
And just backs up and then just flies up the ladder. Unfortunately the doors that close the coal chute were broken in by Max. So you're just able to like get up to the lip and crab crawl back as this big meaty arm comes up and stabs the knife into the ground. But as soon as it hits the outside, it starts to judder and shimmer and sizzle a little bit. And then, you hear pain. And then you hear muttering from down below, I'm going to find that girl. Always stealing my recipes. The knife stays, however. But as soon as the hand lets go, it goes from being this bright, shiny thing covered in bright red jelly to this rusted and dusty blade with a dark stain on the blade.
Cool. Gonna run away.
Yes.
Nope. And probably still screaming a little.
Yes. So, even Ada, Max comes loping around the corner, and then behind you hear Kim's screams, and then Kim just comes like arms in the air, screaming around the corner too.
We gotta go. We need to leave. Please leave.
Wow.
We're going.
Did
I'm
you
leaving.
see a ghost or something?
Haha, very funny. We're leaving. It tried to kill me.
Hey, yeah, let's go.
Let's go. You took some pictures, right?
No.
Oh my god.
I know. I think you did take a couple of the basement.
They're all like terrible.
Yeah, I mean they're
Take a few of the yard before we leave.
okay. As you make your way, are you headed back to the gate, or are you going to go back to the spot where you have to climb over?
Probably where we had to climb over.
It's a little bit harder, but yeah. You, as you leave, everyone can see folks from the windows up above on the third floor, leaning out, waving. You see two little boys kind of pop their heads through the front door and wave. You see the guy hanging from the apple tree kind of wave. You made some great friends. They're very excited for you to come back.
Yeah, I don't think we should do a community project here.
Maybe.
No, me neither.
I mean, it's going to take some cleanup, but maybe not the kind that you anticipated.
Yeah.
So we might. You said your dad had a bunch of like stuff, right? Also, Max, you can go.
Where?
Oh,
No, it's fine. Max is part of the VIP club now, so I'll take Max. It's fine. What?
Or nothing. Yeah, I think she should come with us for this part, though.
You just saw the ghosts, right, Max? Like,
Yep.
yeah.
We can just make that part of our pep club project, like how to make an authentic haunted house or something.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah, just put actual
Let's-
ghosts in it.
Let's go check out your dad's stuff, since apparently that's how you found your person thing.
Yeah. It's fine.
And then maybe it'll have some answers, because your friend wasn't very helpful.
Oh. Well.
Pietro?
Yeah, Pietro was absolutely zero help, actually.
I mean, he was help to me, maybe not to you.
Who's Pietro?
Her rich and powerful friend that's not so powerful, apparently, since he can't solve his own problems, but whatever.
Huh.
I mean, technically, it's my problems, so.
I think Ada. Oh,
That's
no.
fine.
Ada, you were not. Were you there? You were not
no,
there.
I
was not there.
Okay.
Cool, so we're going to my house then.
Ada, are you okay going back to her house?
Oh, the party was at my house.
Okay, yeah, it should be fine. Where was the party?
Somebody else's house.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
Another
you threw
rich
the
kid.
party.
I throw the parties, just not at my house.
Yeah. Who wants to have like
okay.
all the cleanup and responsibility?
Yeah, I just put it off on somebody else.
Yeah. Which makes
Can
sense.
you kill somebody at somebody else's house?
Of course. I mean, if you're going to murder someone,
Yeah.
don't do it at your own house. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it just
mean,
seems like
she's
an easy
dumb,
way
she's
to
not
get
that
caught.
dumb.
So then you're like,
It was-
hey,
it was
just
fine.
I'm gonna stay
The
here and wait
basement
for
was off
everybody else to
limits.
leave.
Yeah, no, it was fine. We all just thought Ada left.
Okay, let's just go.
Yeah,
All right.
Max, come on, you can ride in my Grand Marquis.
Yes. So Kim and Max climb into the giant Grand Marquis. Max, the entire interior it's all cozies all the way down. It's like everything has like a crocheted or knitted cozy on it, including like the gear shift knob and the dashboard and the steering wheel. All of that. It's super duper extra, and of course, the yarn is all like olive green and orange and lemon yellow, all woven together. It's super aesthetic.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Someone spent a lot of time and put a lot of love into effectively padding every surface in here with crochet
Yeah.
or macrame.
Max loves it.
Of course you do.
That seat is inexplicably covered in dog hair now.
Right. Yes, Max does shed a bit. So yes, and then Ava and Ada hop into Ava's nice little modern small convertible, which probably does have a back seat, but you don't want to squeeze him in back there. And we'll follow Kim and Max back to Kim's house. What is your house like, Kim, and where is it?
I think my dad is higher up in the company along with my mom. So, is it probably one of the lake houses?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna
Like
say
in the newer area.
So maybe not that far away, since it would be one of the new modern lake houses on the west shore.
Yeah.
Maybe kind of down between the campground and then the south bridge. Yeah. Very, very near actually where you dumped Ada's body.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, and very near a house party. That was a little bit further to the west, but very near a house party where stuff got really weird a couple weeks ago, back during spring break.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that one was.
Yep. But everyone glowed really nicely for a little while.
Yeah, it was just weird.
Totally fine. Yes, your father is home.
Oh, great. It's fine. We're just having a study group
So
in his office.
So describe for everyone. I don't know that everyone has met your father. What is your father like? What is his name and what is he like?
I mean, we saw him, didn't we? He gave a presentation.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
In math class. So yeah, he was one of the higher ups on the Lexi project. He is not very emotional, pretty stoic guy. And I think his name is Derek.
And he is smoldering and handsome.
Yes. Yep. That's my dad, Mr.
Yeah.
Fisher.
Yes. So you come tromping in with your friends. And we'll
Let's
say,
take off the ears and the tail before we go inside.
awesome. And he's like looking at some papers or something. He's got a laptop. He's actually in the kitchen. It's a big modern kitchen. He's got a laptop. He's kind of standing there, with a lovely kind of white stone island. And he's got a very modern sort of Syntec laptop open, and he's looking up some reports or whatever, drinking a glass of something thick and red, probably claret. and we'll just look up at you, Kim.
It is like just like wine or something, right?
Sure.
Like I don't. Okay. I'm really thirsty, by the way, just so you guys know.
Yeah, it's enough that I'm kind of describing it this way for Eva's benefit. It's enough kind of like, to be, but then you smell it and yeah, it's like a port or something.
Hey, Dad, we're just having a study group for the weekend for English. So,
Kim's dad would make a good vampire, Eva.
oh God.
When you think about it, he's got the kind of like aloof thing going.
It's true. And he's got a decent position in the company.
Yeah.
Smart guy, could be useful.
Just saying.
Ultimately, not my decision, but,
It's true. Cool. Kimberly.
Yeah.
Well, introduce me to your little friends.
Oh,
Do I smell wet dog?
Yeah, Max is really outdoorsy, so she gets a little like that sometimes. Yeah, so that's Max. This is Ava and Ada.
like, hi, Mr. Fisher. I'm Ava. You probably know my dad.
Hi, Mr. Fisher.
Oh, who's your dad?
Anzo.
Oh, yeah. We were in separate divisions, but we've been in meetings together. Seems like a nice guy.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, very charismatic.
Runs in the family.
I can tell that. Eva, nice to see you again. Wait, who's? Oh, yeah. Oh, where's Mia?
Oh, she got sick, so she went home.
Oh no, I wonder if I should take something over to Mia's mom. I mean, to Mia.
No, I think that's okay. Her mom didn't want anybody going nearby. I tried, I have to make sure that she's doing okay, but
Yeah, well, maybe I'll call her up and make sure everything's okay.
oh, that's okay.
I mean, it's no trouble.
No, you really don't need to. It's fine.
I mean, I mean, we exchanged numbers and stuff back at.
Sir, no offense, but it was lady problem, kind of sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Say no
Yeah.
more. Say no more.
Yeah. Great. Cool. We're gonna go do the study thing.
Yeah, we'll probably just go out and get some
Upstairs.
coffee later, and I'm sure she'll fill me in if there's anything I can do.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I'm just I'm considering joining the PTA. Yeah, Mia's mom was telling me about how important it is for parents to be active in their kids' school.
You've never wanted to be active at the school.
Well, it's my civic duty as a good parent.
I had to go to you for weeks to do the presentation in class.
Well, I have to say I'm glad that you did. I thought it was a really fun time.
Yeah.
We have a lot of studying to do.
I'm sorry, girls. I'm sure listening to old me is very boring. Well, anyway, hope Mia gets better soon. Let her know I was asking for her.
Yeah. I'll let her know.
Cool. So this is I assume a pretty modern, like the whole eastern face is probably glass, so you get a great view of the lake, a little bit of woods, and then the lake, and then the island, and then Willow Bluff. The street lights are starting to come on, so they're kind of sparkling in the distance.
I'll advise Kimberly, Kimberly, maybe you should send a text to Mia and let her know, hope you're feeling okay. My dad was asking about you. To help corroborate your story.
He was like, "Oh, I should have an alibi. Rats." I'm learning so much.
Yeah, it's fine. One day I won't be getting caught doing stuff that I should,
Right.
even though me is not my fault. It kind of is. Anyways, yeah, let's go upstairs, guys. And I think the office is on the upper floor.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go in there and I'll grab a bunch of the books that I used and be like, okay, here, Max, hold these. And then grab
Yeah,
another
I'm not
stack.
touching any of them, and you don't read anything out loud.
Max immediately starts
You-
reading out loud.
You make it one mistake. Accidentally summon a demon. Anyways, and then we'll just follow that back to my room so that we're not just in his office. And start looking through the books for anything that might help us.
Okay. What do we think this would be from a move perspective? I think it's probably gaze into the abyss.
Yeah, probably.
So who all is attempting to make some sense out of the recent events by scouring the books?
Probably all of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not Max. Max probably just like cool pictures because she has no idea what's
Like-
going on at the bigger.
I don't know. Max
Max
could
is
be
just
very
happy to be
interested in this
involved.
stuff. We don't know.
Well, no, I know, but she doesn't know why we're doing it. Really, she thinks we're probably doing it for the ghosts, not
True.
other
True.
stuff.
I'm going to say, Max, that you do, however, have the option of gazing into the abyss if you would like. Because you might
No,
happen
Jason.
across something. So
Gaze
whoever,
into the abyss.
yes. So whoever is looking to see if they can find anything interesting, I'd like you to roll gaze into the abyss, please.
Yep, I failed.
Awesome.
I'm very hesitant to get too involved.
Oh, and don't forget to mark your experience when you miss on rolls.
Yes. Yes. Just like masks, whenever you miss or a move otherwise dictates, go ahead and mark experience.
And then, do I need to put drained or anything? Maybe thirsty.
Something is going to happen as a result of that miss. It won't
Okay.
be drained.
Great. Cool. I got an 8.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay. What'd you get there?
5.
Oh, so 2 failures and 2 partial successes. Awesome.
Great.
Good job.
So for Kim and Ada, would you like the visions to be confusing and alarming, or lucid and detailed, but you get the condition drained?
I'll go for lucid and detailed.
Also
Okay.
that.
Okay, so you're both going to become drained. Go ahead and mark that. And for the other 2, how can we... This was not a very good showing. So, Eva and Max, what are the most important things to you? Just out of curiosity.
I guess my dad? Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Max?
It'd be my mom.
That's why it didn't work. It wasn't the fox.
Right. Okay, interesting. So,
I don't know, because otherwise it's like intangible. Because like I like the most important thing to me is probably being seen as like super cool and successful and awesome because I'm trying to impress my dad
Oh.
and become part of like the coterie and all that other stuff.
okay, that actually, yes, that because it doesn't have to be a tangible thing.
Okay.
All right. So, your reputation, and Max's mother. Interesting. So, yes, you all begin to read about various kind of demons, devils, witches kind of stuff. And you know a little bit. I mean, this is obviously something or someone that takes from people the things that they value most. And you, Kim, remember very clearly that it wasn't a greed feeling, it was an entitlement. So you look and it doesn't really make sense. Like you come across, some demons of greed, and you come across like witches who steal things as a way of getting gaining power over, or getting a string on someone. If you have something that is precious to someone, you can use that to exert influence. But nothing that you come across really seems to fit. The idea that people they basically, as far as you could tell, go crazy eventually as a result, which is really great for Kim.
Yeah.
That's a very promising situation, but you, and I'm not calling these visions, these are more like kind of conclusions you're able to draw from the research. You have to look further afield, beyond your typical kind of supernatural creatures, and into other mythologies, which maybe the library is not quite as stocked on. But I think collectively, you gain a sense that what's happening is that something is hoarding valuables. It is hoarding physical and intangible things that are of value, which maybe leads you down a certain way of thinking. It's something that is very powerful, that can influence the minds of others. Something that perhaps can hide in plain sight. And you just get the feeling it's something ancient, because it's been around for a very, very long time. But maybe even like looking at the internet, because what happened at the asylum was apparently a lot. You've seen 2 instances in the past day of this kind of theft happening, and people getting confused, and she wanted it. But that wasn't happening last week. And you probably would have noticed. So you are starting to Google for like news reports and things, or of people who have claimed to have lost stuff, or claimed that other people were thieves, like police reports, anything that would be in the paper, because you don't have access to the Willow Bluff PD's database. And you're starting to kind of detect that, oh, maybe there is some sort of pattern here. When you hear alarms, echoing from across the lake.
To the big window in my room and look out at the lake.
Yes. You see, it's still not quite dark, although you've been at this for now a couple of hours. The sky is kind of a bluish purple. The sun has set, but there's still quite a bit of light in the sky. There's a spot kind of in the north end of downtown that is glowing orange, billowing black smoke underlit by fire.
Nice. Something's on fire.
Did we all see this and hear it? Okay.
Yeah.
What's over there?
Oh, houses.
Not my house, though, right? Not my house, though, right? Not my house, though, right?
I mean, you can't see exactly what block it's on.
I'm gonna take my phone out, and maybe just send a text to my dad. Be like, hey, there's like fire over across the lake near where we live. What's going on? Hey, do you have a TV? Can you turn on the news?
Sure.
There isn't really so much of a local TV news station because it's still a relatively small village. You can hear sirens.
Okay, I'm gonna call my dad.
He doesn't answer.
So that's you guys keep working on this. I'm gonna just make sure I'm gonna go check that stuff out. Okay, bye. Yeah, I'm gonna leave and go to my car because I wanna see what's going on and just make sure it's not my house.
Should we go follow her?
She was kind of my ride home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max follows.
Okay.
Yeah, Kim will go after.
She is not getting in my car.
No. Oh, Ava's already booked it. So by the time
Yeah,
by the time the rest make it down to the driveway, Ava has already pulled out and sped off. But the good news is that the Grand Marquis will easily fit all three of you.
That's also a big problem if it's my house because like that's like my blood supply and
Don't worry, there's.
if I'm the one to blow the cover, oh my god.
Yes.
All right, cool. Driving towards the fire. This is a great idea for me and my characters.
I'm definitely speeding.
Of course you are.
A nice car.
Says her head out the window.
Dug out. Yeah, of course.
Oh, good.
So and I'm sure now, like we said before, the Grand Marquis actually has a pretty powerful engine in it.
Yeah, so Kim.
But it's also like a land barge. It's very kind of marshmallowy and drifty. Not necessarily super safe to operate at very high speeds, but whatever, it's fine.
I've got the bigger car. Get out of my way.
Yes. So if you so we have a montage kind of chase scene as Ava drives very precisely and very aggressively, darting in and out of traffic. Then here comes the Grand Marquis, and people are swerving to get out of the way and going off in the ditch, with Max's head hanging out the side window, making a bit of scene as you bomb through town. And in fact, you pull up to Ava's house.
And
It's on fire. The fire department is there.
do I see my dad anywhere?
No. The police are there.
He would be home by now though, normally. So I'm gonna be like freaked out and like, is my dad inside? Is he outside? Where is my dad?
Ma'am, we're going to have to ask you to step back.
Where's my dad?
Officer, and an officer will come over and take you to have a conversation with you.
You need to tell me right now or I'm running inside.
I mean, it's super on fire.
Yeah.
And they will do their best to restrain you unless you would like to lash out physically.
they don't tell me where my dad is in the next like 5 seconds,
A couple of officers will like move to the side of the. I mean, because like, there's looky-loos everywhere now.
Yeah.
They're just putting up a perimeter. The other thing that's unusual is that there are a group of officers that appear to have someone in custody.
Is it my dad?
No. It's a woman. I'm not sure that any of you recognize her. Max does.
Is it my mother?
Yeah.
What happened? Someone needs to explain it to me right now. I need. Is my dad? Was he inside? Is he still inside?
We don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna try to like bolt.
Okay. I would like you to. Are you lashing out physically?
Yes.
All right. That's going to be roll plus volatile.
I think my volatile is minus, so that might knock me from a 10 to a 9. Damn it. Yeah, so then a 9.
All right. You harm the officer. Just deck him. But choose one. They gain a string on you. They can deal 1 harm to you for free if they want to, or you become your darkest self.
I'm going to say they get a string on me because I just assaulted a police officer, so now they have something to hold over me.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a very charged situation, but I'm going to try to bolt.
You're not going to fully vamp out?
No.
Aw.
So I'm going to basically, shove them away and try to get out to see if I can, like, get into the house somewhere and see, because I have supernatural powers that maybe I can get inside and get to him or something, but
Yeah.
there might not be, but yeah, we'll see.
Yes. So you are making a huge scene.
Yes.
And as Max moves into position to see your mother is staring at the fire gleefully.
Oh, I'm coming for her next if I can't get into the house.
And then she sees you, Max, and looks very, very confused.
You okay?
Honey, how did you get out? Did that monster hurt you?
Out of where? What monster? You mean the thing that chased Kimberly?
No, that horrible man who took you. He took you from me. I thought he'd killed you.
I don't remember seeing a man.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. It must have been terrible for you.
Okay.
One of the officers.
Are you okay?
One of the officers. She's pinned to the ground and she's handcuffed. There are for sure red canisters of gasoline that have like spilled near her. It's very obvious that she set this place on fire.
Cool. Oh, hey, I had supposed in my head that my dad was one of the volunteer firefighters in town.
Sure.
Because he probably works a lot of odd jobs. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll go see if he's around.
Yeah, so why not?
I'll just kind of slide on over while he's busy trying to put out a fire.
And he's probably like coordinating more. I mean, the Willow Bluff fire department is largely volunteer, but for a variety of reasons, like all of the PD is here. So he's mostly right now focused on like keeping people at a safe distance. And you can tell that the firefighters are also really more kind of spraying surrounding houses to prevent the fire from spreading, because it's like it's a full conflagration.
Yeah. Dad, what's going on?
Oh, Ada, sweetie. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I know this is one of your friends. Not sure. This crazy lady keeps talking about how Eva's dad, like, kidnapped her daughter or something.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, she apparently came and, like, set the place on fire.
Weird.
Will you help get like you and your friends get them back behind the cordon?
I look to see, I presume, Ava dodging straight into
Yeah, this is
the fire.
it's all happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks angry. She doesn't know where her dad is. Was there anyone in the house?
We don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, hey, where's she going?
Oh no!
Too much weird stuff's happened. I'm paranoid.
Yes. All right. Ava, I would like you to hold steady for me, please. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply a major bane to that. So roll twice, take the lower.
Okay. It's plus cold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just made a 7
Okay.
because I have +2 in cold.
Okay, cool.
I had
You-
a freaking 12.
You
First
keep your
roll.
cool. Would you like to ask me a question, remove a condition, or carry one forward?
I'll say probably ask a question if I can like sense him or see him or
You do not
anything.
sense him inside. However, the condition you gain is not terrified, it's stunned. So as you get up close and you can feel the flame, the heat from the fire licking on you, realizing that you are, I mean, this isn't good for people in general. Vampires tend to be a little more combustible. So it's, but you're full on losing it. And you probably don't even notice it when the first taser hits you, but the second one, and then you are tackled and dragged away.
Kicking and screaming.
Yes, kicking and screaming. And there is an officer with a huge, like, just gushing bloody nose from
Stronger than I look.
where you sucked him real good.
Oh no, so much blood.
And then they start, stop resisting,
God.
stop resisting.
No.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Everyone has their phones out. And this whole situation is for sure already on the internet. Particularly Ava screaming and crying and snot running down the face and freaking out, punching officers is for sure. And probably someone got a shot of you sending a adult overweight officer flying with a punch.
Do I see Max's mom with gas cans next to her too?
Probably.
So
And you're
I
still kind of
probably-
woozy from the
Yeah.
stun guns, but probably start fighting. I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah. What did you do?
Yep. So, Max, an officer sits with you. They load your mother into a patrol car and take her to county lockup. Well, the city jail. Sorry, the village jail. Because I think St. Cloud is actually the county seat, but they put her into the rickety old jail cell. And at least they tell you that's where they're taking her. Ava is loaded into the back of an ambulance and treated, mostly for just like the little puncture wounds from which seem to be healing fairly well, but not as well as you would have liked, because you're now very, very, very thirsty. Ada probably is like a little bit trying to help like calm things down. But after like fairly soon, I mean, the fire is going to burn for a while, but they've soaked all the roofs and it seems to be relatively well contained. So now they're focused on tamping it down. Some of the looky-loos are starting to kind of like, oh, well, the drama's over. Kim, what are you up to? Watching all this unfold?
Yeah, I'm just watching. I grabbed some Skittles out of the dashboard and I've just been like eating them. Like, yeah, all right. I don't know what's happening here, but it's fun to watch.
Right. Something about the fire.
Yeah, weird.
Right. So, Ava, do you go to the hospital?
I don't need to go to the hospital.
Okay. So, it is suggested that you go. And in the absence of a parent, they could force you, but they decide not to. FYI, there is for sure a refrigerator with blood in the ambulance.
Oh, okay. Yes. I will go to the hospital.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe it'll get me out of trouble. Just talk to a police officer.
Potentially.
If I act more like hurt and upset and whatever.
Sure.
And they just tased a poor teenage girl that possibly just lost her father,
Yeah. But you're mostly thinking about that blood.
Yes. And hopefully those people don't have strings on me so I can hypnotize them and get the blood.
Right.
Yep.
I will say just to be a jerk,
Okay.
that officer that you punched
God damn it.
rides with you. And he does have a string on you.
I can't hypnotize him then. I can only hypnotize people that I don't have strings on.
Yeah, but he's going. Some of it he's still a little bit butthurt that he got decked by a teenage girl, but also like ostensibly he feels bad and like decides he's gonna keep an eye on you, partly just to be a nice guy and also partly because he's a little sus of you. Max, your mother is going to jail.
Max, go with her.
Well, you don't get to ride in the cop car. She's a suspect. And she has already confessed to arson. But it's very confusing because she said she was doing it to save you. Because you had been kidnapped. And all sorts of terrible things were happening to you. She told her that Ava's father had kidnapped you. What do you do?
I'm sure the cops are going to have questions for you if your mom's claiming you got taken.
Oh yeah, they are you indeed Max? This is your mom. Well, clearly you weren't. They asked you like, does your mother have a history of mental illness? Is she on any medication? Has she ever been violent before? And you're like, no. They will just ask you if there's somewhere that you, like, is your dad at home? Is there somewhere that's safe for you to stay?
I have someone who is a father figure I can stay with.
Yeah. I mean, they try to be reassuring. But you can tell by the looks on their face that they have already decided that your mother is guilty, partly because she has admitted it. Well, whoever this is, you might want to talk to them about getting your mom a lawyer. She's going to need it.
Okay.
So, Ava's being driven off to the hospital. What happens now?
How many people are in the ambulance?
It is an EMT and the officer and you, and obviously the driver.
Are they treating his nose at all? Is there any point where they're like not looking at me?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah, I could maybe
you're
do
probably fine.
I could do a quick like sleight of hand, like tuck
Yeah.
a blood bag under my jacket.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
I would
that.
like to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a hold steady. So roll with cold.
Good, because I have +2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ah. All right. So you can ask a question, remove a condition, carry one forward. I think probably removing a condition makes the most sense.
Yeah, I'll. I have klutz and stunned right now.
Stunned is
Klutz
gone,
last.
but it was replaced with thirsty.
Okay. So I'll get rid of blood because I haven't drank the blood bag yet.
It's your choice, but I think the fact that you have now, like been very, very effective at a sleight of hand, is probably better at removing you don't feel like such a klutz anymore.
Okay. Cool.
But and also it'd be like weird to like be there 4 feet from people and just.
Yeah.
It's a juice box, I swear. But you do have it on you.
Yeah.
So the sirens and lights of the ambulance receding. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, that was fun.
I want to break her out of jail.
What? She burned down a house, Max.
Yeah.
You gotta go to jail if you burn down a house or if you kill somebody.
Look, maybe we shouldn't judge people so harshly by their actions. She thought she was saving Max.
Well, she had a pretty good reason to burn down a house then, didn't she?
You don't know, maybe somebody had a good reason to kill somebody. Especially now that they're being super passive aggressive about it.
I think it sounded like a pretty bad reason, you know?
Jeez, we need to stop bringing that up. That was like last week when I murdered you.
Yeah,
Gosh.
jeez, Ada, get over it. I'll help you break your mom out of jail, Max.
Oh my god. That's so... Well, maybe we can ask her some Hold on, let me go talk to my dad quick. I'll just kind of wander over and say, hey, I want to get a ride with Kim, but I guess if Ava needs a place to stay because her house burned down, can she stay at our place?
Oh, sure, honey.
Okay.
I think that's real nice of you to think of your friend. Yeah, I mean, I think everything that she didn't have with her is gone now. It's probably a total loss.
That sucks.
Oh, not fair. You guys all lost like one thing.
Like your life or something.
Right?
You still have all your stuff, though.
I lost a whole person.
Yes.
I maybe lost a whole person and my whole house.
You're fine.
And my reputation.
Yes.
All right, well, I'll text you later if she does need to stay over.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye, sweetie. Love you.
You too, bye.
You're looking kind of pale there.
Yeah.
Be sure to grab some food. I mean, I know this is stressful, but
Sure will. I assume that he's just been noticing this like the past few. I assume he works a lot of odd jobs and stuff, but
Yeah.
kind of going like, oh, she eating well? I should give her some more iron for her diet.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oops.
So,
All right, we'll just go to the jail and we'll just talk to your mom, okay?
cool.
Because
Yeah. Talk.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everyone knows Officer Polly, who is on duty. He actually had to stay behind and watch the precinct while, like, literally everyone else in the department was at the scene, and a lot of them have stayed at the scene. Yeah, and the new sheriff, is probably like getting prepared to make a press conference. He's very he is very much in the vein of the new mayor, very kind of press aware. And the city council kind of expects that now of local officials, especially since there's such a high profile investment in town and there's a lot more wealthy and connected people around town these days. So it makes a bit more sense than it would for a similar village of a similar size. But yeah, how are you going to get in to see Max's mom?
Can I roll the werewolf heightened senses?
Yeah.
That's a 7.
Yeah. You can. Everyone else is like at the front, and it's basically the police department is in like a single story strip mall. Like, aside from the sign, you would never really know. But the jail cells are basically like converted storerooms. It's not super duper secure. And aside from putting in shatter resistant glass and some bars, there's like windows to half the cells, and you are able to, and because it's been relatively warm, and AC is still not like completely pervasive, we'll say that the windows are kind of cranked open and you can 100% smell your mom.
Know where she is. Follow me.
Following you.
You know, as I follow, we could have just asked to see her.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the fun in that, Ada? You're such a killjoy.
A killjoy, you say?
Right. Wow. So you sneak around back. And yeah, you're like right there below this window, and you can tell your mom is in there.
Is in there. I know it.
Sweetie, is that you? Because since you said that out
Yeah.
loud and she recognizes your voice. You hear a little bit of rustling, and she stands up on like whatever bunk and starts talking out the window. You can see her face. What are you doing here? I'm so glad to see you.
Out.
I thought you were.
No, we're here to talk.
I thought you were gone. Sweetie, it's all a conspiracy. They're all in on it. They tricked me. They were trying to take you. I have to get out. I have to protect you. Because without me, they'll come and take you.
Who's they, ma'am?
Oh, hi there. Are you one of Max's friends from school?
Yeah, it's me, Ada. It's nice.
Hi, Ada. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Sorry, who was they?
There's some sort of evil cabal here in Willow Bluff. They're kidnapping children for some sort of scientific experiments. I think like all of the Syntech is behind it. At least I think that's right. It was all so clear to me. And now it's very confused because she said that they had taken you, Max, for some sort of experiments. I couldn't let that happen. So I knew that one of their leaders lived nearby, and so I went and, well, it was kind of revenge. It wasn't necessarily the smartest thing I've ever done, but he deserved it. And then I saw you, and you were still alive, and that's so wonderful. But that doesn't mean that they're not still after you, sweetie. We have to get away.
Are you sure you haven't listened to a lot of unsolved mystery podcasts or TV shows?
Oh, I love those.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh,
But this isn't like this.
no.
This is that's 100% real.
Oh.
Look, but like, Max is fine though. She's been with us like all day. Well, all afternoon.
But they know.
No,
Max.
what?
They know. That's why they want you.
How'd they find out? I was super super
I don't know.
subtle with
I don't know.
it.
I don't know, but they know. We have to get away. If they find you, they'll take you out to their facility and study you.
I'm not good with tests.
It's true. She switches back to being like mom. She's like vacillating between wild-eyed conspiracy theorist and regular mom in a way that's like somewhat disturbing.
Yeah, I only
She
got
starts
into
to try to like wrench the window open.
I use one of my bargains, Elsewise power, to use a move I don't have and use the vampire move, Hypnotic.
Yeah.
Cool. Got a 9.
A 9. Excellent.
I know what the bad things are in that move.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll use a minor boon to bump it to a 10.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you have any conditions?
I have drained.
Yeah, that's still a 9 though. So do you want to
yeah.
reverse using that boon?
Yeah, I won't use the boon.
Yeah, because that's actually an 8.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
Uh-oh.
So what happens on an 8?
So the hypnosis works, but either they know exactly what I did to them, they mess up my commands, or their sanity is unhinged.
Yeah.
She's already in a jail cell, so might as well just go crazy, right? It's fine.
I mean, it's already kind of there.
Yeah, she's already basically there, so...
So the hypnosis works. And it is very similar. She calms momentarily. I was in the kitchen. I was happy that Max was having fun. It's been hard since we've been here, having to keep this secret. It's getting harder every year as Max grows up. And I was just thinking about how I didn't know what I would do if anything happened to Max. And then she was there. Those eyes, those golden eyes seemed to see everything all at once. And then she warned me. They had found out. They were going to try to take Max from me. The people at Syntac. And then she told me what I had to do. So I did it. And then she starts to get more agitated and starts to freak right out.
Yeah. Great. Max, let's
Starts
go.
just yelling about eyes of fire.
I'm just writing down some notes like eyes of fire.
Yeah. And she's wrenching at this windowsill. She's starting to hurt herself.
Please calm down. Max takes like, I don't know, a sticker out of her pocket and throws it into the window or circus.
Well, so Max, I mean, you can be pretty strong, can't you?
Yeah.
I
Say
mean,
so.
I mean, if you want to be, you can be awfully strong. By the way, what happens when you become your darkest self?
I know.
Where is it? You transform into a terrifying wolf creature. You crave power and dominance, and those are earned through bloodshed. If anyone attempts to stand in your way, they must be brought down and made to bleed. You escape your darkest self when you wound someone you really care about or the sun rises, whichever happens first.
Yes. Well, and you're not going to wound your mother because even in a wild state, she's the most important thing in the world to you.
Yep.
So, unless you would like to. So, is there any reason why, seeing your mother desperate to get out and seeing these people just kind of standing around doing nothing about it as she injures herself, she's clearly in danger. Is there any reason why you wouldn't step into that darkest self?
Nope. I'd think that Max is getting pretty angry and growly.
Right. So amidst the screeches of Max's mother about the eyes, the golden eyes, how they burn, and you can hear through the window on the inside some shouting from police officers who are being attracted to the chaos. Takes you a moment to become aware of the growling sound. And you're around the back of the building. There's not a lot of light, so you're all kind of standing in shadow. And the shadow where Max is a little bit larger. You hear ripping and growling and snapping and cracking wet noises. There's a very, very powerful musky smell. You probably instinctively take a step back, even Ada, who is probably less susceptible. And within just a few moments, something huge is looming in the shadows. A great clawed hand reaches up, grabs the windowsill, and rips it and a good 2 feet of the wall out. You hear shouts of alarm. Jesus, what was that? Coming from the inside. Max, what are you doing?
Max, I'm grabbing my mother and bolting off to Canada.
Yep. So this wild creature, now standing, 7 feet tall, still wearing the tatters of a little tartan schoolgirl uniform skirt, and just like the ruined remnants of leather shoes, backpack now ripped, falling off, reaches in, grabs your shrieking mother, and then lopes off into the darkness. What do you do?
You guys better run.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. I'm gonna go get in my car.
Okay, me too.
Should go check on Ava in the hospital.
Yeah, let's go check on Eva in the hospital.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds
So
good. Sounds
you
good.
should just like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, we're just
Yes.
gonna. Yeah, no, look, I'm already embroiled in enough crap. I don't also need breaking someone out of jail added
Yes.
to my list of things.
So you climb into the Grand Marquis and make your way over to it's a medical center.
Yeah, whatever.
You don't have to go all the way to St. Cloud because Ava wasn't in any kind of threat, but they just wanted to check her out, make sure she was okay. I will say, Ava, by the time that they've arrived, they left you in an examination room. So you had
We went to the bathroom immediately.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fixed my makeup because, it'd be streaming and everything. So,
yeah. So you can remove thirsty. Ooh, and it was neg too, which is
perfect.
nice and umami. So yes, you are. I mean, you're still thirsty, but you're not desperate the way that you were, because that was only like a pint, but it was enough to wet your whistle. And you have been seen, and like they examine it. They examine your back where you got tased, and it's already like the wounds have already sealed up, and especially after having a little snack, they pronounce you okay. But they do want to have a counselor present.
I'm already plotting how to kill Max.
Right. Wow. And then your father arrives.
Oh.
He is very angry.
Well, first at seeing him, I'd go like, Dad, like go to hug him and then see he's like upset. And then like, I thought you were in the house. And also I'm not talking with my like, yeah, totally. Like when I'm talking to him, it's.
Yeah.
Is anybody in the room with us and my dad? Or is it just us?
Yes. So a nurse will come in and say, "Oh, you're here," and then he just turns and looks, and you can see her eyes glaze over. "Oh, I have so many other important things to do," and then she wanders off. What have you been up to?
Was at a friend's house working on a study group thing for extra credit, and I could see the fire across the lake.
So this had nothing to do with you.
What do you mean?
Well, I haven't been doing anything that would call attention to us.
Oh,
Someone
no.
clearly figured it out. They burned down our home. She was ranting about how I was a monster.
She was yelling that you kidnapped her daughter.
Yes. Why on earth would she think that, Eva? What would give her the idea that somehow I would go around kidnapping people?
Okay, so don't freak out. But I think there's some really weird stuff going on. That's totally not my fault. And it's like this weird, not a demon thing, but kind of a demon thing that's taking what people value most away from them. And I was going to tell you, but you didn't answer the phone.
I was busy escaping being roasted alive.
That's a good excuse. Fair explanation. Just wanted you to know that I tried.
I think it's best that I absent myself from town. If indeed someone is threatening my position, trying to take away everything I've worked so hard for myself and for you, the best thing would be to take a business trip.
Also, kind of related, but not related, there's this girl in my study group that tried to sacrifice somebody else to some demon that she made a deal with. Just thought you should know.
What am I supposed to do with that information?
I'm just making you aware so that you know that it's something that's happening.
We've talked about exercising good judgment in who you
Yes.
hang out with.
It wasn't my choice. I needed extra credit for AP English. I just found this out recently. And also the thing took one of my other friends that was in the study group, and we don't know where she is. So that could be a problem later.
Thank you for telling me. I am going to file insurance papers and find a reason to absent myself from town. Can't have suspicion cast upon me or you. You are in the middle of school, pulling you out, although we could explain it away. I don't want us to be completely absent. So, we'll get you situated. Do what you can to undo whatever craziness your friends have created. I will...
Not my friend. Just a classmate.
Undo whatever craziness your classmate has unleashed upon town. I will be doing some research and bolstering ourselves for battle in case it comes to that. Please do everything you can to allay suspicions.
So we're not going to do anything about Max and her mom?
What do you suggest I do? Rip a
If
hole in the wall, pull her out, and make her disappear.
No. I was just curious if you had any plans for that, or her daughter, because her daughter is kind of in the club I'm in now.
How did your life become so complicated, Eva?
It's just this extra credit project because I'm a straight A student and I want to make sure I get straight A's.
Yes, well...
I'm definitely the victim here.
Right. That's
I didn't do anything wrong.
That's all very important. And I'd say he probably believes you. And I would also say that you know him well enough to know that he is... When he spoke about someone trying to take away all the stuff that he's worked so hard for, like his position, he's got a little glint in his eye that seems off. But he does have a string on you, or two, and you cannot mesmerize him. But you know him well enough to know that he is somehow affected. You have no idea what it is he actually plans to do.
So remember how I said this thing is influencing people and taking what's most important to them?
So you're saying that you've been influenced. I can see that.
Yes. I mean, it did take away our whole house, and I thought it took you, just like Max's mom thought it took Max and made her burn our house down, I think. But now you think it's trying to take everything you've worked for?
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
I thought it took you because you're really important to me, and your most important thing is me, right?
Of course.
It's just you seem a little bit...
Which is why I'm going to leave you here, where it's safe. There are vast forces moving against us. I need time to suss out exactly what their intentions are.
Okay, just be careful because, like I said, the thing is influencing things, and it doesn't seem like vampires are immune, or people like us are immune.
Duly noted.
Mesmerizing also seems to help sometimes give people clarity when you do it right.
Sure.
Not that I've only done it to one person, and that's because she was about to stab me.
We are going to have a long talk about who you hang out with when I get back.
Yes. Okay.
But for now, I can feel their noose closing in.
See, it's talk like that that makes me feel like maybe...
I know you're very confused right now. You're probably under the influence of some sort of spell or something. That just gives me all the urgency I need to go out and solve this thing.
Okay, but what do you plan on doing? You're not going to like...
It's best you don't know.
You say that, but I really feel like maybe...
Okay, bye. I gotta go.
Okay.
And he's like, it'll be fine, sweetie. Don't worry about it. Daddy's got it. And then he leaves.
Normally, when he says that, I'm like, cool. Yes, this is problem solved. I'm really worried.
Yeah. And guess what? Your dad is, in fact, gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a couple of heads.
Where am I supposed to stay?
Well, a couple of heads pop in the door. Ada and Kimberly.
Was that your dad who just left? He was really nice.
Yeah, he's really nice.
He really glared at us as we came over here. I don't know why.
Yeah,
so
weird.
weird.
As you can imagine, he's under a lot of stress right now.
Yeah.
So that's probably it.
Your house, Max turned into a wolf and ripped open the wall to the jail and stole her mom and ran off.
What?
Yeah.
So we left.
Yeah, we just kind of
we're
left.
not equipped to deal with that.
I didn't want to get mauled.
I think she was going to maul. Yeah. So they're gone. So that's good.
Did people see it?
I think some police officers might have noticed.
The giant people in their precinct, yeah.
Well, I mean, like her being, like she's like an actual like big wolf.
With a skirt
not
on, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Wearing the ears and tail.
No, like 7 feet tall and literally ripped open.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my phone and send a quick text and do like, it's gonna be like code though, like Max, whatever code we have, like is a furry.
Right. Watch out, Max is a furry.
Escaped with her mom,
You get a K back.
And I specifically left out the fact that we were near the asylum because I'm pretty sure he doesn't like me near the asylum.
No.
And that Ada's a ghost. I didn't mention that.
Yes.
But I don't care about Kimberly, so Kimberly, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we have a montage of like, where am I going to stay? Oh, I already asked my dad if he could stay with us. And you're like, oh, great. And
I'm not staying with Kimberly.
And you can wear Ada's clothes, which is awesome. Because Ada is known for being super duper fashionable. They almost fit.
Kimberly.
It's a soft girl look.
Yeah.
In general, everything's pastels and there's lots of little sparkly
cardigans.
Does my credit card still work?
Sure, but all the shops are closed.
Oh my god.
So,
I mean, I assume I have more school uniforms if you don't want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like find one of those hoodies, like school hoodies, and like, cut it up and you tie it, do all that nonsense to make it look better.
So we have a montage of Ava, probably Kimberly giving a ride to Ava and Ada back to Ada's house where Ava's going to stay. It is very, very normal, Ava.
I also have another problem of I need more blood.
Yeah.
Is your dad home?
Yeah, it's right. Wow.
No, he's busy dealing with the fire.
Yeah. Do you have pets
gotta go out
or
eventually.
siblings? So there's that.
Only child, no siblings.
So the ghost, the vampire are now roomies. We see Kimberly going back and having a conversation with your dad about, were you guys looking at all my books? What's that about? Those things are, be careful. Some of that stuff's dangerous. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe in this stuff. It's not real.
It's
Come
fine.
on. We were just making up ghost stories.
Right. And then I think we close on a scene of like somewhere far, far away to the north, a largely wooded ridge as the moon shines down, and some massive creature climbs the top with someone over their shoulder and then howls at the moon, and then continues sprinting towards Canada. So we'll have an interesting, fun little set of situations to try to resolve in the third and final episode, where we will have another guest star. So Max, thanks for Sin, thanks for joining, and thanks for bringing Max to the party. And now Max gets to go out live in the woods in the Yukon or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be great.
With your completely
Hunter
insane mother
down.
now. I mean, she was going to be kind of insane, but with the botched mesmerism, she's now completely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Messed up.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, look, now I know that ghosts exist, werewolves exist. Like, the only way to finish out this supernatural cliche is if there was, like, a vampire or something.
Yeah.
There's one of those.
There might be one somewhere. You have to find out. Maybe you can cast a spell. Ask your lower
Shake,
power.
ask around. Yeah.
For the string, it's like, bring me a vampire, and then poof.
Ava's there. I'm like, this isn't a vampire.
Right. It's all good.
Try to sacrifice my soul. Like, oh wait, weird. Doesn't
Exactly.
Why don't you have one? That's weird.
So cool. That is where we're going to put a pin in it for this week. Let's do the thing where we let everyone know who you are and where they can find you next. We'll start with Tough this time.
All right, cool. I am 98 Tough Love, or Tough for Torpleton, or some other variety nickname. I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I play lots of different games. Sometimes I have games kind of similar to this. We have an ongoing Masks campaign that will be coming back in June once I'm back from vacation. And yeah, you can also catch me on Twitter at 98 Tough Love. And I think, and on YouTube at 98 Tough Love. I have VODs there of stuff for Masks. Go SJ.
I'm SJ or SJ Sidekick. I just moved, which is why my background's all weird. Hopefully it'll look a little bit better next time. Speaking of next time, I think that's the next time you'll see me on the channel is for this. Eventually there will be a Kids on Brooms campaign. I'm hoping I get my schedule tomorrow. That way we can actually start scheduling. Sin.
Hi, I'm Sin or sinful__potato on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. I stream on Twitch. The next time I'll be streaming on Twitch will be tomorrow at some point in time, and also Tuesday at 5:30 Eastern PM time. The next time you'll see me on this channel will be May 31st, I think, with Sasha the Vampire Slayer, which is good. All fun. Misha.
All right, I am Misha, or Misha_less_than3 here on Twitch, or at Misha Weha on Twitter, which is Misha with a WEHA at the end. You'll see me here next for the conclusion of this game next week, Sunday.
Excellent. Yes, and I am Zero Daylight, or Michael, or DM, or GM, or Keeper, or Master of Ceremonies in this particular game. We run games here a couple times a week usually, and they are almost exclusively smaller, less well-known, more narrative games, so not as much D&D and stuff, but more things like the Powered by the Apocalypse games, which this is a skin of. And we like the Motive VS 2D20 system. We like the Kids on Bikes system. So a variety of different systems, and even some that we just kind of like make up the week before. So if you like a variety of TTRPGs played with awesome people who get into the silliness and the spookiness and the sci-fi-ness in some cases, come and hang out with us. If you don't follow us here, follow us on the Twitch. Go ahead and head over to cpluscontent.tv, which is our YouTube channel, and hit subscribe. And you can even hit the alarm bell there to be notified or alerted when there's new content, which is usually about 24 hours after we broadcast live here. It is helpfully arranged by kind of like genre or theme. So we have like a spooky theme, which is where this one fits. We have sci-fi, we have fantasy, and a variety of other things. So go check that out. And if you're really interested, please join us in our Discord. That is community.cpluscontent.tv. It's a great place to meet fun people, talk about fun games, share pictures of your dice and your fantastic fan art, by the way. This is a really, really good week for fan art. So lots of cool stuff. Go check that out. And come back and hang out with us next week when we wrap this one up. And we have other things on the calendar. Specifically, here in about 40 minutes, unless something changes, over at the Deuces TV program and Listed T channels, we will be wrapping up Minnesota Smith and the Temple of Boom, which is a very silly game about 4 archaeologists who fail at everything, but in very humorous ways. And they're going to try to race the evil archaeological organization Phantom to a mysterious artifact that may or may not end the world. Or they may cause more problems on the way. But we shall see. So it should be a fun time. So come and go ahead and take a break, get some water, eat some food, and come back and join us over at Deuces TV and or List T. Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone. This was fun and silly and momentous. A few little dark moments. But we also learned that Kim's patron is a lawn gnome.
Yes.
Which is about right. I mean, if you're going to sell your soul, sell it to a lawn gnome.
Might as well.
It's good learning. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Can't wait to see where this goes next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.